Okay, in this video, I had originally started out just doing this sign right here with a single bit, a V-bit. Now I'm going to show you why, when you do larger signs like this, you don't want to use just a V-bit. And you can see, I went back and edited it, where I added in an 1/8 inch bit as a roughing bit, and then a detail bit, 60-inch bit. All this area right here, you don't want to use a V-bit for that large area. I'll show you what it looks like when you do. Now, you see how it's got all that lines and chatter looking marks in it? The V-bit, the tip on the bit is just too narrow to really get a good smooth finish on that. So I did a rough cut on this using nothing but a V-bit. Now you can use just a V-bit, but for finer detailed stuff. You don't want to do an area or do a sign or anything like that that has large areas like that and running just a V-bit by itself. You want to do a 2-bit process. Now I showed you before how to set up a single bit, which I can show you that again there as well. Basically, what you'll do is right here, you know how to set up your single bits. Now how to do a dual bit is, let's take this off right here real quick. You have your regular bit right here, and then right here I'll have the plus sign to add a bit. Now you go down to the bit you want to use, which right here I'm using a 60. Sorry for the shakiness in my hands. Give me just 1 second. Okay, now I'm back. I'm sorry for the little bit of glare we got there. You go down and you add your bit that you want. And then of course you'll do your cut settings. Right now I'm not really going to adjust them because I've already done the major cutting. So this time I'm going to leave that alone. And then of course if you want to save a dual bit setting, you'll hit your machine, advanced, which I already had the G code saved for this one already. You hit generate G code. Now if you don't have Easel Pro, it'll tell you need a subscription, or if you were subscribed before July 2020, you'll get 4 free days. So you'll have to use one of your free days. And then it'll come up, it'll say export roughing G code. That'll be the first one you use, and then export detail G code, and you'll save those. Then you'll go down to your UGS, which I've already got it right here. I've already got my home centered. I've already got my 1/8 inch bit put in. Now all you do is you'll open your files. You'll open the file name, whatever it is, and it'll say roughing next to it, and that'll be the first carve file that you load. So after you do that, afterwards it's done, you'll change your bit. Remember to change your bit between your detail and roughing. Or roughing and then detail, rather, should I say. So you'll do that. And then you'll load your detail file. And then you'll run that. Now, sometimes it'll take a little bit longer to do that because you're running 2 programs or 2 G codes. But you won't get those little lines and chatter marks like what I had. So what I'm going to do is I'm fixing to get the machine started, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so before I showed you what it looked like with using nothing but a V-bit. Now you still have a little bit right there, but not near as bad as it was before. Now this is just the roughing process. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect my machine. I'm going to change the collet out, put my V-bit in, and then I'm going to rerun the program, and I'll show you when it's done. Alright, I've got my bit changed out. Changed my collet, put a 60-degree V-bit in. Alright, I've done disconnected and reconnected the machine. We're going to home the machine. Let the machine get back to its home location. Alright, now I'm going to open the files. I go right here to File, and this was Edmund. That was the first one I did, the .NC. See if I can zoom in there. Edmund.NC, that was just the V-bit. And then I did the Edmund roughing just now, and now I'm going to do Edmund's detail. And now that shows everything where the V-bit is going to carve. So I'm going to reset my home location or get it back on my 0, and we'll go from there. Alright, now I showed you last time after doing the roughing bit how it looked. See, there's a lot smoother. And then now this is with the V-bit. Now I got a lot of cleaning up to do, just sanding the edges and stuff like that. But compared to using just a V-bit to what I have now, it looks a lot better. Now I still learning, still got some sanding and touch up to work to do, but it's not much compared to what it was earlier. So I appreciate you watching, and hope you enjoyed. And any comments, suggestions, things like that to help me improve, please let me know. And again, thank you very much.